Good afternoon from Coronado Springs. So, somewhere pretty different. It is our first Disney vlog since Alani too, which is exciting.
Yeah, we're wearing all of our Alani
We
merch,
are.
but it's fine.
So yeah, one of the biggest changes since we left is that masks are no longer required outdoors.
Yeah, this is like
at Disney.
Strange.
Not required anywhere at Universal or SeaWorld. So kind of a major change. We've still been wearing them, so we have gone into the parks a little bit since we've been back, and we've still been wearing them just because like we're not personally ready to take it off in crowds, even though we're vaccinated, and definitely haven't taken them off indoors anywhere.
Yeah.
But when like there aren't crowds, like we were there I think at closing one night, and we tested taking out a little bit, and it feels weird, but I think it's a promising sign that we're getting back to normal, and it's very quiet here. We are in Casitas, is the building we were assigned.
Casitas.
So we're here because Amanda was given a complimentary stay.
Yes, for
being a cast member.
They felt bad for having me blocked out all the time, and to show their appreciation. They, you had to pick a date, but you couldn't choose the resort that you wanted to stay at. I guess it was based off of the date that you chose, the availability that they had for each resort. So I got Coronado, which I was
the one
happy
we wanted,
because we've never stayed here. So
yeah, there were a bunch of options at our resorts that we stay at with DVC points, so we wanted something different. So we were here for the night. It's just one night like we typically do.
Yeah.
So we have a room in Casitas, so we didn't get to pick like the room category or anything.
Yeah, if
so
I did, I would have wanted to stay in Grand Casino.
But we'll probably do dinner at Three Bridges, and I know we've shown a little bit of the resort before, but not too much, and it's the first time staying here. So we'll show a little bit of the resort itself, and of course, whatever room we ended up getting. So it looks like over here by Casitas, right in front of us, is the massage, salon, and fitness center. And then back here is building number 4. I don't know if you can see on the camera, there's bugs everywhere. It's very buggy in Florida, but that's pretty standard for like May and June. So right here is one of the pools. So I think Coronado has, yeah, I want to say Coronado has 4 pools maybe. The main pool you can actually kind of see in the distance up here with the pyramid. It's way back there. I don't know if it's showing up with the camera, but the big lake's right there with Three Bridges. And then our building's up here on the left. So there's a big fountain, it looks like, in between the buildings here. So on the right is building 2, left is building 3, with this super fun bridge between it. I mean, we've been to Coronado, but only for Three Bridges and Dahlia Lounge and kind of exploring Grand Destino, so I've never been back here.
Really nice.
So these buildings are super cool. Now it is more like motel style because all the DVC resorts we stay at are deluxe, so they're
nice.
yeah, so we're not used to being in, I mean, we haven't stayed in resorts like this frequently. I mean, we did Art of Animation, but it's super fun to have a totally different type of resort. So this will be exciting. It is themed very well back here, and it is super quiet, I will say that. The parking lot wasn't bad at all, so the resort might be pretty empty today. And we're going to try to join the mobile walk-up list for Three Bridges later. Now I just have to find our room number, because we're on floor 4. So we found the staircase right back there for a building. We were trying to look for it for a minute, and then we did find some elevators. But this shows just how close we are to Three Bridges, which is right there on the lake. And then the main pool is right past it. So this building's actually in a really good location. Yeah, we're pretty much in the middle of the resort for the most part. Welcome to our room at Coronado Springs. So it definitely appears to be one of the refurbished rooms because it's very nice and modern in here. So first up we have this fun Three Caballeros artwork with a nice chair under it right by the window looking outside. We have some water out there. So we have a pretty nice view. Then we definitely have the like newer TVs on here, which I think have like the AirPlay and everything to stream from your phone, which is nice. Nice long counter here with a Keurig rather than the coffee maker that all the DVC resorts have. So this is a newer coffee maker. And then we have this instead of a closet. So this has all your hangers, looks like hair dryers in there, an iron. I don't see the safe in here, so we'll see if that's somewhere else maybe. Then 2 queen-size beds with the thermostat right to the left side of them. Some more artwork here. Oh yeah, little reading lights. Yeah, they're cool. And it looks like there's lights above the bed, we just haven't figured out how to turn them on yet. But I couldn't tell if that was a button or not. I don't think it is. There's another light switch somewhere in here that we haven't found. But you do, oh, there it is. Wow, really it's very bright in here. There's like lights above the bed too, shining on the ceiling. But
there it is.
Oh, that's a big safe.
It's like giant.
So like where you would think would be a mini fridge.
It stops right here.
Yeah, but it's still that's a big safe compared to like what we just had in Alani. Then you have the phone there with a bunch of USB ports and outlets. So it looks like 4 of each, which is nice. And then all the different light switches and the fan control. Then you have these sliding doors into the bathroom with a connecting door right here. And it's a very big bathroom, especially considering that it's like a moderate. This is super nice. With 2 sinks, you have... We don't even get this in the deluxe.
A shower cap.
Which
I needed that in Hawaii.
Well, it could be that because we typically stay DVC, they don't give you quite the same stuff because it's more like timeshare. So yeah, we definitely never get a vanity kit or mouthwash or anything. So that's kind of exciting. And then they do have the pumps of the shower stuff in here. And it is a nice size walk-in shower with kind of a rainfall shower head. So that's pretty cool.
There's another safe.
A second safe. That's different. Oh. Wow. So you get 2 safes here, which I don't think I've ever seen before. So that's our room, and it's super nice. So I'm super happy we got to stay here because we always stay DVC with our points rather than like paying for a room. So we've never had the opportunity to see a room here, and this is amazing. So we have explored the resort a little bit. We haven't gone into like the store or anything yet, so we'll probably show that later.
We've been here before, so
yeah, we've seen it all before.
The actual like rooms like area.
True. But we did walk a little bit around earlier. We walked over to 3 Bridges and put our name on the list because it was a 2.5-hour wait. So we're actually gonna head over there now because it's getting kind of close to our time. It shouldn't be ready yet, but coming up pretty soon. By the time we walk over there, it'll probably be almost time. So my family came over to meet us, so we'll probably be getting a picture of sangria again like we did last time. And the menu's actually very different than when we came with them before. So last time we had a lot of appetizers. They still have some appetizers, but there's actually entrees on the menu now, which I think last time it was like all shareables. So it'll be something different, so I don't know what we're gonna end up getting. But it was really fun last time. It's just a very nice environment out on the water. So we're gonna head over there, have some good food and drinks, and then maybe we'll explore a little bit before we get back to the room tonight, because it's a nice property. We're at our table at 3 Bridges, and we already ordered some food, but we did get a pitcher of sangria for 4 of us here to share, and it's the Blanco White Sangria, which is the same one we had last time, and I remember it being pretty good. I haven't had it since yet. We are at the same table, so I already did a dent between 4 people, but it should be pretty tasty. So we just ordered some entrees, but we started with a couple different appetizers for the table. This is the cheese dip that we had last time. I remember being probably my favorite out of them, but I was also a big fan of the corn dip as well, and they all come with tortilla chips. And then this time, I don't think we've had it before, but they now have chips and guacamole as well to try, so that'll be something different. But these 2 were definitely fan favorites last time. For the entrees, we got a couple different things to share. So we got the coconut curry chicken, and then a few of the burgers to try, which they actually cut in half for us, so they're all kind of on their own plates. But this burger has the manchego cheese that's in the dip, had some kind of an aioli, and then it comes with some paprika fries and a dipping sauce that we had last time we were here, but it used to be a chicken slider instead of a burger. We just got our second pitcher of sangria, so this one's the red sangria instead, which we haven't tried yet. The white sangria was good, but I think I might like the red one more.
What? Oh, I haven't tried the red.
I don't know, they're both good.
I really like the white.
And then to finish the meal, for dessert, we got 2 orders of the churros that look like they come with a chocolate sauce for dessert. And I don't think we got these last time, so I'm excited to try them. After dinner, we decided to stop by Panchitos to show some of the Coronado specific merchandise. So there's some magnets, a hat. This looks like the men's shirt. And there's a women's shirt here that's sparkly with Mickey's on it. Oh yeah, that's like the designs on the trash cans. I am a fan of it. Then there's a water bottle as well. Have a glass here that says Villa del Lago. A coffee mug, 2 different coffee mugs actually, with different designs. This one's Grandestino, that one's more Coronado as a whole, but it still has Grandestino on it. And then a Villa del Lago shirt. And I think that's the same hat that I just saw. And there's the shirts and the glasses. I don't know if there's anything else. The store's a little different setup from when we were here before. Oh, okay, there's a women's tank top, an ornament. Looks like the same magnet again, same shirt. Yeah, this is all the same.
I don't know what's on the other side.
Oh, okay. And then a dry fit polo. This is Coronado Springs.
Is that on the other side?
That was on the front table.
Oh.
So I think that's all the Coronado stuff. And then they, of course, have your standard Disney merchandise at 2021. Some button-downs, polos, kid stuff, magic bands, pins, Alex and Ani, all that kind of fun stuff in here. It is now checkout morning. So it's time to head home.
Yep.
But it was a good visit, like they all are. I mean, we never have a bad time staying on property, but it was super nice to stay at a brand new resort.
Yeah, I really like it here. It's really, I like how everything is, like, I like the architecture, that's what I was trying to say. It's very, not Aztec, like the pool was.
Yeah, parts of it are. I mean, I like how it's divided in neighborhoods. Like, it's a cool concept and, like, layout for the resort. So we were in, like, the casitas, and there was the cabanas.
And ranchos.
Right, and then, Grand Destino. So, I mean, it's a very nice resort.
It looks really nice at night.
It
There's
did.
string lights everywhere, which I love, and I know you love. And fountains, and just, it was a really nice environment. And I've always wanted to see what this resort was like. I mean, I've seen Grand Destino. We've walked through it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything else about, like, the surrounding resort or surrounding buildings.
Yeah, and it was a nice refurbished room. I mean, it's if you're looking to come to Disney and you don't want to spend a ton and be in a deluxe resort because they're not cheap.
No.
This is a really good I mean, it's not at a value price point because it's a moderate, so it's in the middle. So if you don't want like an all-star but you don't want a Grand Floridian,
but I do think that All-Star renovated their rooms too, so it might be pretty similar to this, probably not as...
I think I've seen pictures of them. They have renovated them as well. It's like the same idea with like it's brighter lighting, you have storage under the beds. They just don't have as much theming. So like Pop Century, Art of Animation, they're all very plain rooms, like your typical like Hilton like Marriott type thing with like a picture with like a picture of Mickey on the wall.
Yeah.
This one was still like, in my opinion, a heavily themed room with like the Three Caballero artwork everywhere and just like that like Aztec flair.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't a deluxe resort, so it's like, oh, my car's started. My engine's on. We're cooling down the car because it's very hot out. Yeah. But so yeah, I mean, I think you're getting a cheaper price point, but you're still getting the theming that you may not get as much of at a value.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, I think it's a great resort. I would probably recommend this to my parents if they were ever to come up here. Yeah. It's a little bit more, like they stayed at All-Stars last time, but... And
the All-Stars are great, it's just...
I would probably tell them to just come here because
it's nice.
It seems really nice. Like, it seems like all the other resorts that we've stayed at.
I mean, to me, I feel like if I was going to stay at a deluxe, comparing the room to this room, I don't think the room's any different. What it really comes down to is like why the deluxes always cost so much more is the location of them. Yeah. So this one's not quite as ideal of a location, but I don't think you're in a bad spot either because you're pretty close to Animal Kingdom. Yeah. You're very, very close to Blizzard Beach.
You're very close to
and you're not too far from Hollywood Studios.
You could see like the Hollywood Studios resorts from like here.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So it's not a bad spot, it's just not going to be like on the monorail loop or walkway to Epcot type thing.
To be honest, I think I liked like this room more than the room that we stayed in at Grand Floridian.
Yeah, Grand Floridian's just not quite our style. I mean, I enjoy staying there, but...
I mean, that was my first time staying at Grand Floridian, and it was just like...
It's a little over the top there.
Meh, I don't know.
Not worth like the $1,000, like if we didn't have DVC points, I would never pay for Grand Floridian. Yeah, I don't... Just because it's not our style.
Yeah, no, this was much nicer. They're all nice, but I felt good staying here.
It was a good resort, it was a good stay. We do have another one in a few weeks. We have Wilderness Lodge, which I'm super excited for. We'll actually be staying, I think, at Boulder Ridge, because last time we were at Copper Creek, so technically it's a separate DVC resort, but they're both Wilderness Lodge, so we'll see kind of how they are different. And I'm sure we'll go to Geyser Point and all that fun stuff we love there. Yep. So definitely subscribe to our channel to see that stay, and then we have a couple more later in the summer. But that's the next one coming up in a few weeks. And then definitely give this video a like as well if you enjoyed our room tour and our look at Three Bridges, which is always a fun time. Love the atmosphere there.
I made a purchase last night at the store. It's in the car. It's one of those like baby, like what they're called, like babies, right? Comes with like a little like...
It's a stuffed animal.
I got Bolt, and I've been eyeing it for months. And I had a lot of sangria, so I was just like, I'm gonna do it.
That's the
So
problem
now I
with
have
Three
a
Bridges.
baby bolt.
Yep, but it was a good stay. So thanks for watching, and we will see you guys the next time we go to Disney and beyond.